look where we are. Arches National Park has been on our bucket list for years, and we're finally here in Moab. So we're gonna take you along as we explore amazing Arches National Park. So we made it to the visitor center here at Arches National Park, and now we're going to get our stamp.
This very idealization, right? And Myron Avery, he said he believes in trailer proof egos. And they
Cool.
you read the comments that they each other. No kidding.
They also have a stamp across from the ranger station here in the visitor center for the Old Spanish Trail, Old Spanish National Historic Trail that came through here.
Just maps in the middle of it.
So more than 6 million years ago, the earth shifted here and the Moab Fault separated the side that we're on, the east side and the west side. The west side ended up more than 2,600 feet higher than where we are right now, right across the road. And the road that brings you into Moab follows the Moab Fault. So that's pretty cool. You can literally drive through history. So this area of the park is known as Park Avenue because it reminded early visitors of walking down a street with skyscrapers. I can see why. So behind me here is Sheeprock, and they believe, based on things that they found over in that area, that there was possibly a large arch that spanned across here and then maybe a couple of smaller arches underneath it that have since fallen.
Now this is one of the famous formations called Balanced Rock, and you might want to get here and enjoy it in person because who knows how much longer it's going to stay there. It is eroding away in time. I mean, totally different from every angle. It's crazy. They have a trail that goes all the way around it. It's really neat.
And until 1975 or 76, there was actually a small balanced rock right over next to this one, but it fell over. So yeah, nature at work, erosion sooner or later. This guy will not be up there anymore. So there's actually a quarter-mile trail that loops around Balanced Rock. The first section of it that goes from the parking lot to a viewing area is paved, completely accessible. And then if you want to walk the whole quarter-mile around, well, then you get into some steps and some rock and sand. But yeah, this is awesome. The rock looks different as you go around. It's amazing. We found a shady spot with a picnic table near Balanced Rock. We're gonna have a picnic.
Yeah, nothing better than having a picnic in the national park. Wow, and it's a little warm today, but we're in the shade. It is actually cooler today than it has been. So yeah, all in all, not bad at all.
Beautiful day, and got a juniper tree here. We're all set.
What do they call this?
These are the windows.
Yeah. And this is quite the little hike up here.
Oh my goodness. Yes, it is. But it's worth it. Look at this view. Amazing.
Behind us is up there is the south window. Yeah, you can't quite get as close on it as you can the other one, but wow, incredible. Behind me here is the turret arch. Don't know why they call it the turret, but it's a turret arch. It's beautiful. That's the south one there. South window right there. Looking through the turret arch, the back of the turret arch to the south window. Wow. That is double arch.
Behind me is the fiery furnace, and this is something we're trying to get a permit to hike into. You can get a permit to hike it yourself, but you have to go through a series of training with the rangers. But they also have guided ranger tours, and they do them every day, but you have to have a permit in order to do that. And we didn't do our research ahead of time to know that that was something we should be looking for. So every day we're going on first thing in the morning to try to get a permit for a week in the future. They take you down into this maze of fins, and yeah, I bet it's pretty amazing. Amazing in the maze.
One, what Stacy didn't say is they do have 14 tickets available every single morning at 8 a.m. And we've been on at 8 a.m. every morning for the last 3 or 4 mornings, but you refresh and boom, they're gone.
Yeah, you really need to plan ahead of time, I think,
Yeah.
to get in on this.
I really don't think we're gonna get in. It looks like it would have been really cool. And, you know, in looking at it, I don't think it's anything we would ever want to attempt on our own. Because they say it is like a maze and you can easily get lost.
Yeah, no, we would only do the guided ranger tour.
So we'll bring it to you if we get in, but it's not looking good.
Tell you what, Arches National Park is full of surprises. We've had a little rain lately, so we're seeing maybe a little more water than we might have seen the other day. But wow, this is pretty cool.
And we're on the Delicate Arch.
Yeah, we're on the Delicate Arch Trail.
Yes.
More petroglyphs. Very cool.
Just off the Delicate Arch Trail.
Like so many of these trails, the Delicate Arch Trail, every turn you make, the view changes a little bit. The rocks change. The surface you're walking on changes. It's amazing.
Yeah, the day started out rainy and now it's just gorgeous.
Oh my gosh, yes. Absolutely beautiful.
This is really cool. I feel like I'm on the surface of the moon or something here. This is really neat. Hopefully we're getting semi-close. I don't know.
Grabbed a piece of rock real quick to rest, because this section of the trail is pretty much straight up on rock.
Yeah, but I mean, it's beautiful. It's
Oh my gosh,
it's not
yes.
tough, but it is an incline, and boy, I'm getting some cardio today.
That's for sure. But the views, wow. Whew. Getting our workout today.
Yeah.
So one thing to know about the Delicate Arch Trail, it's a whole lot of uphill when you're going to the Delicate Arch area. It's rock, it's sand, and there's not a ton of shade. So when you see some shade, well, when we see some shade, we take advantage of it.
Did we take the high road here?
We definitely did. We followed a man who was actually running up the trail. He's in much better shape than I am, that's for darn sure.
Yeah, because everybody's down there and we're up here.
Yes, but we have shade.
I'll take it.
Now we just got to figure out how to get down.
Spectacular.
I have to say, I am afraid of heights, but somehow this is not bothering me at all. I think the views are so amazing that, yeah, I'm just happy to be here taking it all in.
And the trail kind of angles in.
It does. It kind of leans in toward the rock, and it's decently wide.
Yeah. Okay.
There's the payoff.
Well, we had to come see the Delicate Arch and come on this trail because you will see this arch. I mean, it's the symbol of the park of arches. It's the symbol of Moab, and you'll see it on most of the Utah license plates. Delicate Arch, and you can see why, because everything around it has gone away. It's like none of the other arches. Who knows how much longer we're gonna have it. Wow, this is stunning. The payoff was incredible.
We're back.
Wow, I mean, 2 hikes in a row. I mean,
2 amazing hikes this morning, and it's 2 o'clock, and we've done 2 phenomenal hikes.
2 of the best hikes I've ever taken in my life. I mean, they were both incredible and totally different. You know, this morning we started out in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, it was thundering, so they were worried that they may not be able to do the hike. That was a guided hike at Fiery Furnace.
Yeah.
And they don't do it if there's lightning in proximity. But luckily we didn't have lightning, and the storm passed over, and we just had a little rain.
Yeah, we ended in the sunshine.
Yes, we did.
Then we came right over here, and not really knowing what to expect for Delicate Arch, but we knew we had to do it. I mean, wow. And I'm here to tell you, it's a must.
Oh.
If you come here and you have a little bit of time, it's not easy because it's a lot uphill to start out.
Yep, and there's a little bit of rocks and sand and things like that. You want to have really good traction on your shoes.
Yeah, but the payoff is incredible. And
wow, and take a lot of water. We are loving these water packs that we got, by the way, because I mean, they're a lifesaver out here. It's so much easier than trying to carry water bottles separately, because now we have our hands when we need our hands for steadying ourselves.
Yeah, and now we've packed a lunch again, like we did the other day, so we're gonna have us a picnic and see what else we can do today.
Yeah, when you come into Arches National Park, like so many of the national parks, our friends joining in here, this is a huge place, and there are no concessions inside the park. There's a few places that you can fill a water bottle, really not that many. So definitely bring in your lunch, your snacks, your water, anything you might want for the day, because it's a long way out to get into Moab.
That's for sure. So we're gonna get on with the lunch. Today we're having our picnic at Devil's Garden, and yes, this is a beautiful picnic area. I got several tables all around, some just under trees, some under a nice shade structure. Yeah, this is the life right here. Okay guys, this one is Skyline Arch, and it's crazy. We're some of the only people out here. I mean, all these other archways, they've had a ton of people. And this one is one of the most impressive ones of all. A great story. It takes thousands, if not millions of years for these things to form. Well, this one, back in 1940, was half this size. And a big, huge boulder on the inside of it fell out and doubled the size of this thing overnight. Can you imagine being the ranger just driving through and you look up and it's like, wow! Yeah, that's this, and it's really cool. What a beautiful day too. And this is crazy. Okay, and as they say, here is the rest of the story. I told you that rock, big, huge rock broke out. Well, here it is, right here at the base. We went a little bit further, and all this debris, all these huge boulders here, is what fell out of up there. Wow. That's pretty cool.
This kind of reminds me of when we were at Mount Rushmore, and you take the hike up to the base of Mount Rushmore and you can see all of where they chiseled out all the rock that fell to the base, just on a much bigger scale.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure.
All right, we are here in the Devil's Garden area, and we're going to see the landscape arch. This is the biggest arch in the park, and there's a trail to about a 2-mile round trip to take us there.
Man, the scenery on the way to the archway is incredible. It's worth the walk itself.
Yes, it is. Wow. Beautiful.
Yes, it is. I mean, everywhere you look, this trail is amazing. Well worth your time. All right, let's get her finished.
So, we got it just before the sun goes behind it, but behind me is Landscape Arch. This is the largest arch in Arches National Park. You could fit a football field underneath it. Yeah, it's giant.
Another little arch right up there.
Oh my gosh, what an amazing day in Arches National Park. You have to come here. Now what's interesting is this park actually was a national monument first, starting in 1929, but that was only the Devil's Garden area where we are now, and the Windows area. Over the years they've added acreage. Now it's over 76,000 acres, over 2,000 arches they say, but there's a lot more here than arches. And of course it became a national park in 1971. Definitely put this on your list to do, and make sure you have at least a full day if you can to explore, because the place is simply amazing. We hope you've enjoyed this video. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Safe travels and happy camping. Bye.